Long time ago, in a Yoruba land, there were two villages that hated each other deeply. Nobody could remember how the fight started, but the hatred had been passed down from generation to generation. The names of the villages were Ajibola and Mokanjwola. People from Ajibola were forbidden to visit Mokanjwola. No friendship. No business. And most importantly, no marriage. Anyone who tried to break this rule would be rejected and cursed by the elders. In Ajibola village lived a young man called Bamadiel. He was a hard-working farmer, calm, respectful, and known for his good character. In Mokanjwola village lived a young woman named Morenikeji. She was gentle, well-mannered, and loved by many for her kindness. One evening, by the river that separated the two villages, fate brought Bamadiel and Morenikeji together. When their eyes met, it felt like the world paused for a moment. They started talking, and without force or magic, love quietly entered their hearts. From that day, they began to meet secretly by the river, sometimes early in the morning, sometimes late at night. Their love grew stronger with each meeting, even though they knew their relationship was forbidden. But love cannot stay hidden forever. One day, an elderly man saw them together and reported them. The news spread quickly. People shouted in anger, calling the relationship an abomination. The elders of Ajibola summoned Bamadiel and gave him a warning. They told him to choose his village or the woman he loved. They said clearly that if he married Morenikeji, he would no longer be recognized as one of them. In Mokanjwola, Morenikeji's mother cried bitterly. She begged her daughter to let go of the relationship. She warned her that love had never defeated tradition and that the anger of their ancestors could bring disaster. That same night, under the quiet sky filled with stars, Bamadiel held Morenikeji's hands and spoke with a firm heart. He told her that even if he lost his land, his name, and his family, he would still choose her. Morenikeji looked into his eyes and replied that if loving him was a crime, she was ready to face the consequences. Early the next morning, the lovers left their villages. They abandoned their inheritance, their family names, and everything they owned. With only faith and love, they walked into an uncertain future. Many people laughed at them and said love could not feed them. They believed hunger would soon force them to return, but they never did. Years passed, and Bamadiel and Morenikeji built a small home on the land between the two villages. They worked side by side, supported each other, and raised children who knew nothing about hatred. Their home was filled with peace, unity, and respect. One year, a serious famine struck both Ajibola and Mokanjwola. Crops failed, and hunger spread. Surprisingly, it was the home of Bamadiel and Morenikeji that became a place of help. They shared food with everyone, without asking which village they came from. That was when the elders finally understood something powerful. Love had succeeded where hatred had failed. The elders from both villages gathered together. They lifted the curses, forgave old wrongs, and declared peace. From that day onward, marriage between Ajibola and Mokanjwola was allowed, and the long-standing hatred became a story of the past. This story teaches us that sometimes love must suffer so that future generations can live in peace. Love that chooses unity is stronger than tradition built on hatred. This